So I'm going to jump right into the video. First, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Sydney Island. That's Island with a Y, not an S. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about overthinking and making decisions, especially as a young adult. Us young adults are very confused and insecure, okay? We are insecure. So let's talk about it. So I came to this realization that I'm a chronic overthinker and I think so much that I feel like if I don't slow down, it could be my downfall. It's like a harsh negative thing to think, but that's just how my brain works. I'm always kind of like do or die in my mind. And I had this epiphany and I realized that if you always feel that you need to think and think and think, and you get to this point where you find that you're thinking in circles, clearly that's something that you need to give to God. Like, if you are not coming to some type of solid conclusion, if you do not have some type of solution after thinking about it for 2 freaking hours straight, or for thinking about it for months or years, give it to God. Like, if you just cannot come to any type of solution, give it to God. Because obviously it's not meant for you to figure out anyways. Because if you haven't been able to figure it out for this long, that means it's not something you need to figure out. Sometimes some things are best just left up to God. Some things you can't fix. Some things you can't change. And there are some things that will just change on their own, and there's really nothing that you need to do except love yourself, focus on yourself. And when I say love yourself, like, it's easier said than done. I'm not going to tell you how to do something that I myself feel like. I'm not going to tell you how to do something that I struggle with and act like it's easy, because it's not. Like, loving yourself is one of the hardest things to do, especially when you are always facing opposition and you're always facing people bullying you and belittling you and talking down to you and trying to make you feel like less than you are. And if you always deal with that on a daily basis, people that you live with or your friends or your teachers or whoever it is, if you constantly deal with that on a daily basis, it makes it 10 times harder to find that love for yourself and to appreciate yourself. Like, a self-appreciation is really difficult if you came into the world with low self-esteem. And if you not only that, but dealt with people who kept bringing you down. And then you went through situations and you had experiences that made you feel insecure. And you have all those things layered on each other. How do you love yourself? How do you find appreciation for yourself? That's freaking hard. All that stuff, all that trauma, all those embarrassments, all those mean words that people said to you, and you think you're going to be able to love yourself with a snap of a finger? No. No, ma'am. No, sir. Okay? It's not going to happen like that. It takes years sometimes. And the thing is, it takes a lifetime, really, because there's always extra problems. Newer problems, I should say. There's always going to be newer problems that you have to face and that you have to deal with as life goes on, creating newer insecurities. Creating insecurities that you didn't know you would ever have, but also creating a certain level of confidence that you didn't know that you had. And I always promote self-love on my channel, despite the fact that I don't find it easy to love myself all the time. I promote that energy because I want people to take a part of that and just think, okay, well, I see this girl trying to love herself, even though she struggles with it. It's just about this togetherness, self-love. Man, I'm about to get emotional, but self-love. Typically, like, on videos, when I'm about to get emotional, I laugh so I don't get emotional, because I always laugh through my pain. But it's all about togetherness. It really is, and that's why I'm so anti-racism. Like, I'm not really here for the discrimination and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's not to say that I haven't had my prejudices. We all have prejudices on a sometimes on a beneath the surface level. We all have prejudices, and so I do, but I'm always training myself to see the good in everybody, and to see that, there's some jacked up people on this planet, but there's a lot of good in the world. And if you always walk around thinking that it's always bad, then you'll attract bad. It's law of attraction. So I kind of went off and I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about overthinking. So overthinking is bad. Don't do it. Yeah, easier said than done though. Find love for yourself. You deserve love. Everybody deserves love, because at the end of the day, don't nobody got the answers. We all struggling. We all trying to figure out what to do. How are we gonna face the day? How are we gonna wake up and go and do something that we really don't want to do? Those are the thoughts that we have. Sometimes it's just how are we gonna face the day when we feel that we don't really have the strength to? We feel like we really don't want to continue life on like this anymore. We have, God, I wish I could just find the words. These little feelings that are prolonged. These chronic feelings that are beneath the surface, that we feel like, how long do I have to do this? When will it be over? When will I be able to live the life I want to live? When will I be able to be self-employed and happy? When will I be making my own money? Doing my own thing? Doing what I love doing? When will I have an opportunity to know what it feels like to not have to work for somebody else? And to be my own individual? To be able to just wear whatever you want to wear? And be able to get paid just being who you are? Rather than having to change yourself and accommodate, is the word accommodate? Shit, I can't. Ugh. You know what I'm trying to say. And to comply to other people's rules. I'm bothered. That's the state that I'm in my life right now. At age 23 on, what is it, January 25th? Yeah, January 25th of 2020. This is my current feelings. And I like to, put that date stamp on there so that I can look back at it and kind of be like, okay, so that's how I thought at that time in my life, Man, this whole self-love journey is hard, but I find that doing YouTube helps me so much, because it helps me to realize what's on my mind. I feel like it brings out the best in me. Doing YouTube, it just brings out the best in me. When I do it, I'm always, when I do YouTube videos, I feel like I have to always, be the best that I can be, and present myself the best way, so that my message can get across, and so that I can just feel good about my posts and feel good about my stuff. I'm always trying to make sure that I present myself the best that I can be. And if I'm always challenged to do that daily, doing YouTube videos daily, it's healing, because I'm always daily pushing myself to express myself the best way, to be as confident as I can be. And just having the cameras here, it helps me to be more focused on that self-expression, and focused on that self-care. When I express myself, it's healing. And I made a video called Express Yourself. What is it? Heal Yourself Through Self-Expression. I made a video, and I made that way back, months ago, off at school when I was living in the dorms, because I have a tendency to put myself in this trap where I won't express myself. I'll put myself in a box, and I'll just stay in that box, and I want so bad, deep inside, I'll be wanting so bad to be able to express myself and to be able to let loose and have fun and just enjoy the moment. But there's always just all these negative thoughts holding me back, and it just makes me feel damn, you're so smart and you do have confidence, so why are you not expressing that, And it's just one of those things where it's a problem, but you never want to face the fact that it's a problem, and you don't want to address that it's a problem, because then it makes you realize, oh, okay, well, I'm not as confident as I thought I was. I'm confident enough at certain times. I'm confident enough to be on camera because I do feel that my content is good content. Like, I'm confident in my art. I'm confident in my talent. But when it comes to social interaction, go listen to my song Geek. Go listen to that song, y'all. Man, go listen to it. Seriously, go listen to it. Go listen to that song. It explains everything. My song Geek, the link for that will be in the description box below if y'all want to hear that. Actually, I should probably put the link for all of my songs, Scorpionic, Geek, and A New Type of Woman. I will be releasing another song of mine. I'm not going to really reveal the title. I was about to reveal the title, but it'll come out whenever, soon. So yeah, go check my music out. So like I was saying in the song Geek, that line that I said in that song, yet when it comes to social interaction, I'm shaking in my boots. Like, I feel that deeply. Like, it's like I said, I'm a little bit passive aggressive out of fear. I know, I get it. It's not sexy to hear, but nonetheless, it's the truth. Step aside, let me slip in the music booth. Hit you with them earthly vibes, which come from my roots. Yet when it comes to social interaction, I'm shaking in my boots. Yeah. You did it, girl. You did the dang thing. Yeah, a little passive aggressive out of fear, but nonetheless, a little passive aggressive out of fear. I know, I get it. It's not sexy to hear, but yeah, I'm fearful, and it's not sexy. It's not a sexy thing. I'm not confident about it. I don't feel sexy about it. It's not a sexy thing to hear, but it's nonetheless, it's the truth. Step aside. Let me slip in the music booth. Hit you with them earthly vibes, which comes from my roots. Like, let me slip in that music booth. Let me show you what I got. Let me show you my bars. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you I got some intelligence. I got some talent. And I'll hit you with them earthly vibes, which comes from my roots, which comes from my ancestry. Yet, when it comes to social interaction, I'm shaking in my boots. I got all this confidence when it comes to my art and my talent. I'm like, let me get up in that music booth. But then when it comes to social interaction, I'm like, and it's pathetic, I know. But, I know for a fact that I'm going to eventually get over it. Like, I'm not just going to stay in that mindset and be scared to talk to people all the time. I know it's temporary because I've had moments where I would be very social. Honestly, it depends on my environment. I'm just not very pleased with my environment right now. So I kind of have put myself in a shell and sunk myself deeply into hermit mode. So yeah, I think that is all.